Welcome back, my wasted youth. This is Rev taking you through Pokemon Special Pikachu Edition. When last we left our intrepid hero, we had left Ash's hometown of Pallet behind us. Now, in the Pokemon Center, this particular lady will help you out if you are using link cables to trade Pokemon. We will definitely be doing that in this run-through. And if you'll look over here, we have Nurse Joy and right beside her, Chansey. Well, with the introduction of Pokemon Yellow, Chansey is now in Pokemon Centers. Red and Blue just didn't have that. Now, let's see what has changed. Hi there. Oh, have you now? Okay. I would love to go through. Well, you were rude. I'm just saying. Okay, that sounds like a great idea. And with this, the old man is going to show us how to catch a Rattata. Well, now the problem is he does it exactly like Professor Oak. Doesn't weaken it, just throws out a Pokeball, and surprisingly enough, missed. In Pokemon Red and Pokemon Blue, he tries to catch a wild Weedle. But I didn't think the programmers would be mean enough to try and have the only wild Weedle in the game being lost by that guy. So he is going away, and that fortunately will actually allow us to do a few things. You have to take the winding trail in Veridian Forest. Huh. We are definitely going to have to go through there then, aren't we? Okay. Now, behind this tree, there is a potion that we are going to want. We will get it, but we're not actually quite at that spot yet. We could get it, but for now it'd just kind of be a bit of a waste of time. Catch Pokemon to expand my collection. I plan on doing that. Okay, that sounds like a great idea. Route 2, Veridian City to Pewter. Oh, okay. This could be good. Well, now we are actually going to go through this area a few more times. But in this particular Veridian Forest area, I am. Oh, okay, I'll be careful. In this particular Veridian Forest area is where we are going to catch the remaining members of the team that we have and gain enough levels that we will actually be able to have an easier time in Pewter. Oh, really? Okay, I think I'm going to, because I don't want to be one of those bug trainer types. You know. Hi there. Oh, did you? Okay. And if we look in this corner of the tree, we will find an antidote. Now, this area actually has got 4 new types of wild Pokemon that we are going to try and catch. And I can guarantee this is one of them. And perfect. This is one of the ones we want to catch. So, before we do, what's a Caterpie?
Caterpie, the worm Pokemon. Caterpie uses the suction cups on its feet to climb trees and feed on its favorite leaves.
Caterpie is a bug type that evolves into Metapod level 7. Now, the only abilities it's ever going to learn are Tackle and String Shot, both of which are learned at level 1. We're going to see it here anywhere from levels 2 through about level 6. It has got a major disadvantage against Fire, Flying, Fighting, and Ghost types, and its only real advantage is against Grass, Poison, and Psychic. But the fact of the matter is this thing is pretty weak, so the advantage isn't all that much. Now, of course, its name came from Caterpillar, and it's about the size of a pea, and will evolve into something that fits in a pod. Yeah, punny. And with that, let's actually see if we can catch Caterpie. Now, level 5 is pretty good. We're going to try to see if Thundershock can weaken it again without completely wiping... Oh, perfect. That's absolutely brilliant. It could not have gone any better than that. So with this, we are going to throw a Pokeball and see if we can actually catch Caterpie. 1, 2, 3 shakes, and great, Caterpie is caught. And we have now got new Pokedex entries for Caterpie. No, I don't think I do, but you know what I would like to do? I would actually like to go into my Pokemon and switch the positioning of Caterpie and Pikachu. And the reason for that is any future battles we get into, now Caterpie is going to gain experience for a few of them. Hey, what's this?
Caterpie's next stage. It has encased its body in a hard shell. This specimen reached this stage faster than any previously discovered Pokemon of this variety.
Metapod is a bug type that evolved from Caterpie at level 7 and evolves into Butterfree at level 10. Now, the only problem with this one is that the only attack it knows is Harden. So it isn't even an offensive attack at all. Now, exclusive to Pokemon Yellow, if you raise a Metapod from a Caterpie, it will also know Tackle and String Shot. This thing has got the disadvantages to Fire, Flying, Fighting, and Ghost, just like Caterpie does. And it also has advantages toward Grass, Poison, and Psychic, again, just like Caterpie. But with no offensive attacks, it's not really an advantage. Metapod's name is made up of 2 words, Metamorphosis and Pod. We're going to be seeing Metapod anywhere from about level 4 to about level 6. So, whichever Pokemon you feel needs to be leveled up, this is definitely the way to go. It won't fight back. Perfect! Hey, and with this, now Caterpie comes out and is going to immediately be replaced by Pikachu, who is going to just make very short work of this, I hope. Now, Caterpie is actually going to gain some experience for this fight, even though it actually had nothing to do with it. And I think for the first little while, until Caterpie is actually capable of defending itself, this is probably the way to go. And one more Thundershock, Metapod is down, and Metapod gives very good experience this early in the game. So with this, we continue. And so, all of our level grinding is actually going to be done in this area, just in the Veridian Forest. So I don't really think it's going to be that bad. And over here we find another Pokeball. Perfect! There are going to be a few spots later in the game where we're going to spend some time farming rare Pokemon, but I don't think there's going to be a spot where we're going to be level grinding at all. Now, with that last battle, Caterpie ended up raising a level, Pikachu ended up gaining a level, and I've used a potion. Now, this particular lass has got 2 we haven't seen yet, so let's take a look at them as she brings them out. Yeah, it's right beside me. You can't see that? Okay, so this lass is going to start out with a Nidoran female.
Nidoran female. Its poison pin is quite powerful for its size, but its horn is smaller than the male's.
Nidoran female is a poison type that evolves into Nidorina at level 16. Now, at level 1 it learns Growl and Tackle, at level 8 it learns Scratch. By the time we see it, it's still only level 6. Though Nidoran female is a poison type, it really only learns 1 poison attack, and that is only going to be after it's already evolved. It has disadvantages toward Ground, Rock, Ghost, Poison, as well as Psychic and Bug types. Now its advantages are Grass and Bug offensively, and Grass, Fighting, and Poison defensively. While its name is still kind of a mystery, Nidor means stink or smell. Perfect! So Caterpie is going to be switched out for Pikachu, and Pikachu is just going to Thundershock. Growl is not necessarily a great thing, but I don't know if it will affect his Pikachu's Thundershock. It kind of looks like it does, though. And that can't be a very good deal, and I don't like the fact that Thundershock just missed. But we'll see how well this goes. Okay, see, that's great. And one more Growl, and here comes Thundershock. Does it wipe it out? Yes, it does. Perfect. Okay, so With that, Lass is about to use Nidoran Male. And yes, of course we are going to change. We're going to change back into Caterpie so Caterpie can get some experience. But with that, what's a Nidoran Male?
Nidoran Male, the poison Pokemon.
Nidoran Male is a poison type that evolves into Nidorino at level 16. Now, just like Nidoran Female, it doesn't really learn all that many poison attacks until it's evolved, and even then it only learns one. By the time we see it, it will be level 6, but at level 1 it learns Leer and Tackle, and at level 8 it learns Horn Attack, which is pretty good. Nidoran Male is much more geared toward offense than Nidoran Female, and its advantages are toward grass and bug types, as well as fighting and poison defensively. Its disadvantages are ground, rock, ghost, poison, psychic, and bug types. And just like Nidoran Female, its name is still kind of a mystery, but Nidor does mean smell or stink in Latin, so it's possible. So now let's get back to the fight, and Pikachu comes right back in, and all of the whoa, hey, okay. All of the spots that Growl did to lower our attack are not actually going to affect us, because Pikachu was pulled out of battle and then put right back in. Okay, that is not good, but I'm going to give one more Thunder Shock, and then I will use that potion again. Now, Nidoran is paralyzed, which will definitely help. Leer is fine, and I'm going to use Thunder Shock, which I hope works. And it didn't. Okay. So now basically here's what this means. We have no more Thunder Shock at all. And that is going to create a very big problem for us. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to switch Pokemon. And I really don't like that, because this could actually be a very bad thing. Okay, but fortunately, it worked for us, so we are going to use a potion on Caterpie. And now, even though it tackles, that's fine. We have tackle as well, and a few tackles should be able to take out this Nidoran Male. Now, we're getting very, very lucky here. We're getting very lucky. But if we can hit it one more time, we should actually be okay, and that's great. So now both Caterpie and Pikachu have gained experience for both of those fights, and we've defeated Lass. Yeah, really. You looked everywhere, but you never found a Pikachu? No, and you never will. This is Pokemon Yellow. The only Pikachu that you're going to see is the one that's following us. Now, there are more in the game, but none of them are wild. But now you've actually seen all of the level grinding we're going to do. We are not going to go out of our way to grind. Oh, will you take a look at this? During that last battle, Caterpie is now evolving into Metapod. Absolutely great. This is exactly what we wanted, and exclusive to Pokemon Yellow for Generation 1, the only way that you can have both Tackle and Harden is to raise a Metapod from a Weedle, or from a Caterpie. If you catch a wild Metapod in Pokemon Yellow, it will not know Tackle. Now, we've done all the grinding that we're going to. We're not going to go out of our way to do it anymore. But since that Nidoran fight that we had, I ended up using one more potion on Pikachu, and of course, as you can see, Caterpie has now grown into a Weedle. So what this means is that since we've actually gotten Pikachu, it's gained 2 levels and had 3 potions used on it. That magic number of 36 is all the way down to 31, and we're not even in Pewter City yet. And with that, we are now completely out of time for the episode. So, Thank you very much for watching. With us standing in the middle of the forest, the only thing I can think is that your required reading for tonight is Last of the Mohicans. This has been Rev taking you through Pokemon, Special Pikachu Edition. Thanks for watching. Till next time.